real cacophony of noise as well when our cyclists come onto the arena for the upcoming cycle ball. We're just about 3 minutes away from bringing you the live coverage of the cycle ball action this afternoon. Of course, we've also got more artistic cycling during the course of the afternoon as well. We've got the pairs women final coming up and also the single men's final. But the cycle ball has reached the semi-final stages after the rounds this morning. We had the second round and indeed the third round of competition, also relegation final as well, that decides whether the winning team from Group B go forward into Group A. And that was contested between Liechtenstein and France, the same final we saw last year in Liège. And I have to tell you that for the Liechtenstein team, again, disappointment, the same result as 12 months ago. France overcoming Liechtenstein in that relegation final by 6 goals to 3. France started with a better first half, and Liechtenstein only had one chance really at goal in that opening half, taking a 1-goal score to France's 3. The second half, a great start for the Liechtenstein duo. But once again, they struggled towards the end, and the French team managed to slot in a couple more goals to confirm that win of 6 to 3. So France beat Liechtenstein. So France remain in Group A, and Liechtenstein winning Group B here, but still remain in Group B for next year. Into the semi-final lineup, well, the team who made it forward into the semi-finals without the necessity of contesting the second round, the overall winners of round 1, which began the action on day 1 of these World Championships. That was the duo from Germany. Bernhard and Gerhard Mlady. So they're already into the semi-final stage of the competition. They'll take on the team from Switzerland. That's Benjamin Severin and Benjamin Wabel. Let's get that one right for the Swiss team. They finished 7 points ahead of Czech Republic and Belgium. So those are the other two teams who went into the semi-finals. So we have now got the opportunity to see the teams will be coming out shortly onto the court. The second of the semi-finals between Germany, as we mentioned a few moments ago, and the Czech Republic, represented by Jiří Hedilka and Pavel Loskot. So they were the team who finished 5th in Liège last year. The Belgians finished 4th last year. The winners overall 12 months ago were Patrick Schnitzer and Markus Broll from Austria. So they will be looking to try and defend that title. We could well see a rematch of Austria versus Germany in the titles for the cycle ball at the end of the afternoon's competition. That'll be our final competition on the final event on the arena this afternoon, the cycle ball final. There's also the third place final as well between the two losers from the semi-finals. So all of that competition to be played out here this afternoon in the final day of the 2019 Indoor Cycling World Championships. We are literally just a few moments away from taking you live into the centre of the arena, the St. Jakobshalle in Bern in Switzerland, to see the teams come out onto the court. If you've not seen cycle ball before, it's a bit more than football on bicycles. It's a very fast-paced sport indeed. 2 players involved. The matches last for a total of 40 minutes, 2 7-minute halves. A couple of minutes in between for the riders to get their breath back. And many tactics come into play. Essentially, you have to keep at least one hand and one foot on the pedal and the handlebar of your bike at all times. You can only use your hand if you're the goalkeeper and you're within the penalty area. That's a 2x2 metre arc in front of your respective goal line. So any other handling of the ball will be marked down as an indiscretion and will be penalised. Here come the teams on to the court now, ready for the first of our semi-finals, which will be between Austria and Switzerland. So Bernhard and Gerhard Mlady of Germany will come in semi-final number 2, silver medalists from last year. But this is Patrick Schnitzer and Markus Broll of Austria, the winners, so the defending champions, essentially the red colours of Austria. Swiss here, presented by Severin and Benjamin Wabel. They will execute the coin toss in the centre of the arena to decide who is going to kick off in this first half. See the lights in the arena really building the atmosphere. The crowd absolutely get behind these riders. It's incredible to be inside the hall where a cycle ball match is taking place. Last year we had the arrival of the Swiss cowbell ringers, no doubt as we're in their home nation this year. They'll be very much to the fore. A deafening cacophony of noise when they start ringing their Swiss cowbells. And of course we'll be supporting the Swiss duo here. But they've got themselves a bit of a mountain to climb against the team from Austria, defending champions. So we're into first half of the action. Being played into the Swiss half of the court here. As the Muladis just wait at the side of the arena for their upcoming semi-final as well. Last year's silver medalists will then once again go into the final with Austria. The winners of both of these semi-finals, of course, go into that final. The losers will contest the third place final a little later. Pass across court, the Austrians have got the majority of the play at the moment. They're just teasing with the Swiss duo. Only a matter of time, I think, before the attack on goal came then, but well defended by the Swiss goalkeeper. Just tapping the ball back to her teammate. Now it'll be into the Austrian half of the court, but only just. First serious possession here to Switzerland. Austrian pairing. And they had a moment then when they could have had an attack on goal, but again defended staunchly by the defending champions, Patrick Schnetzer and Marcus Brawl. Oh, attack on goal there, and in it goes. Well, it took a little deflection, but that's the first score for Austria. And they go one ahead against Switzerland, ball back in the centre of the court. And the match resumes 1-0 for Austria, 5 minutes 26 seconds still remaining in the first half. So first blood for the defending champions. The Swiss need to be watchful here. Don't want to allow the Austrians to run away with it in the opening part of the semi-final. All just being placed on the spot here to bring it back in here for the Swiss. Free kick across the front of the Austrian goal, looping over the top of the net though. So that was their first serious attack on the Austrian goal for the Swiss duo, but all deflected away. Now the Austrians go on the attack once more. Incredible bike control required in this cycle-ball discipline. Oh, one attack on goal here from Austria, but the Swiss managed to deflect it away. Kept in play as Austrians just try and keep the ball in the court. It was an out ball though, so they will play it back in from the location it left the court. It's the Austrians who are going to have the shot here across the bows of the Swiss net. Deflected off the Swiss player across the goal line. Little acknowledgement there, a good save from the Austrian duo. Ball placed back on the spot. Just dancing on the pedals here, just getting himself up, ready to take this shot. Will it be a shot directly on goal? Yes, it will. Into the back of net it goes. That is 2 goals now for Austria against Switzerland. So 3 minutes 54 of the opening half to go in this first semi-final of the men's cycle ball. Well, can the Swiss penetrate the defence of the Austrian duo? Yeah, well, that bounced off the back of the net. So the first score for Switzerland, they take 1 goal that time. It was a long shot out from just in the half of the court, but it found its target. But the Austrians immediately hitting back just a little bit wide of the mark though. Ball just bouncing out behind the Swiss net. Commissar replaces it. Ready for the Swiss to get it back into play. So if the Swiss can equalise here, it'll put this match very much back in contention for the Swiss duo. Just dancing around in the half currently with the ball, now played across court. Austrians right there with that front wheel, making sure the Swiss have got no target whatsoever on the Austrian goal. So take a bit more ground. Now they hit the ball across the front of the Swiss net, but it is, the Austrian net I should say, but it is bounced away. So again, the defence successfully executed and the Austrian team go on the attack once more. 2.5 minutes of the opening half remaining. Still 2-1 in favour of Austria, Patrick Schnetzer and Marcus Brawl. Ball knocked back to the goalkeeper. And now they're into the Swiss half, just off the post. Oh, it just bounced back into the court there. It was almost in the back of the net for Austria to make it 3-1, but just took a deflection off the right-hand goal post. So the Swiss breathe a sigh of relief. The Austrians still have possession, though. And they get the free kick here as the ball comes back into play. This is a dangerous move here from Austria. The Swiss net was momentarily undefended. Now they get themselves back in the right place to make sure that shot on goal is not available to the Austrian duo. Really applying the pressure here in the closing moments of the opening half. Little timeout moment. A little word with the Swiss from our commissar. So for the Austrians to get the ball back into play. Still with that 1 goal advantage. But if they can go into the break with just 1 goal deficit, the Swiss will be very much encouraged into the second half. Yeah, they've got a mountain to climb to try and overcome the defending champions, but they've played well. Need to keep it going, keep that concentration all the way through 40 minutes of this first semi-final. Ball is speared away towards the Austrian end of the pitch. Coming together of the Swiss and Austrian riders there. So the game continues. 37 seconds to go of the first half. Switzerland with the possession. Need to make a move with it in a few moments, I think. The commissar keeping a careful eye on any time wasting that might go on as we get towards the end of this opening half. Just knocked back to the other member of the Swiss team, but leaving the net open for the Austrians, but we're off target that time. So once again, the ball is replaced as the Austrians get 1 more opportunity. We're at the end of the time in this opening half. Two goals to 1 in favour of Austria. At the end of the first 7 minutes, they've got this final shot before the 2-minute break that separates the halves. It's directly at the goal here, so the pressure on the Swiss goalkeeper. A couple of dummies here from the Austrian team. Now they shoot, and it's well defended. And boy, is he pleased with that one. As well he might be. It's a very powerful hit there from the Austrian attack, but it was parried away by the Swiss goalkeeper over the top of the net. And at the end of the first half, it is 2-1 in favour of Austria. Where the team who scored early in the match, they took the second goal as well. Then the Swiss hit back with their first goal, and it's remained that way right the way through that opening half. Let's swap ends now. So as you look at your screens, the Austrians will be playing from the right-hand side in the second half. So 2 minutes for the teams here just to regather their thoughts. A little word from the coaches perhaps as well in the break between the two halves. Just temporarily lost our pictures here in our studio, so fortunately it is during the course of the break, so it won't be hopefully too long before we get the pictures back here on our screen. Hopefully you're not suffering a similar fate. There we go. So we have our view back of the centre of the arena as the team just towel themselves down. A little word with the coaches as well. I think the Swiss will be buoyed by that first half. It's never an easy moment when you're matched in the semi-final against the defending champions, the team who took the title last year in Liège in Belgium. A very hard-fought contest with Germany. Germans, of course, take on the Czech Republic in the next match, second semi-final, of which the winners of both will go into the final at the end of the afternoon here. Losing 2 teams will get a second opportunity in the playoff for 3rd place. So we're into the second half of semi-final 1, Austria versus Switzerland. And, well, I imagine both teams will be looking to try and score early in this half, try and stamp their authority on this one. Very evenly matched through the second part of the first half. The Swiss defending well, the Austrians having one or two opportunities to attack the Swiss goal but failing to capitalise. So the score remains 2-1 for Austria. Swiss with an attack on the Austrian goal, but just disappearing behind the goal. So the Swiss get the corner opportunity. See the ball cross the front of the Swiss net, of the Austrian net, I should say. And that goes in the back. Well, a little bit of picture breakup. It's that goal was scored, but it has been confirmed on the scoreboard. It's 2-2, so the Swiss really have hit back in the second half. The Austrians need to try and score straight away. Little word there with the commissaire. The Swiss deflected the ball away. They have possession. Well, can they take a lead here? But the first time they go ahead, if they can score again before the Austrians get an opportunity on goal. On the Austrian half of the pitch, ball knocked back here as they just try and tease the ball away from the front wheel of the Austrian attacker here. Swiss with the majority of the possession. That's a score of 2 each as the play continues. Another attack on the Austrian net. The Austrians have got the ball finally away from the Swiss. Can they convert this one into a goal? Hit back further down the pitch to give them a greater range of angle on the Swiss net. But great back wheel inserted there by the Swiss attacking rider to make sure that the ball made no further progress towards their goal. Back on the spot it goes. Austrians flick it back into play. Now they start to make a move towards the Swiss end of the pitch. Austria desperate for another goal here to take the lead once again, and there it is. From across the court. Narrow angle, but it was sufficient. And once again, Markus Broll and Patrick Schnetzer, the defending champions, take the lead by 1 goal ahead of Switzerland. Tense moments indeed, still 4 minutes and 9 seconds of this second half of the opening semi-final to go. Ball back in the centre spot and in possession of the Swiss duo. They get their opportunity to attack the Austrian net, but it goes wide. And into the side netting also for Austria. So 2 attacks on goal, neither proving profitable on that occasion. Swiss to take the ball back into play. And they try and maintain possession to make progress towards the Austrian net. Well saved there by the Austrian goalkeeper. Directly into the body, but he had that one covered. Another timeout moment. If you're going to use your hand to fend the ball away, your bike has to be inside the semicircle. That it currently is for the Austrian goalkeeper. Otherwise, you can only use the wheels of your bike or your head. Headers are permitted, but certainly no hands. And we are once again in play with the Swiss duo here. So 3-2. Can they sneak back another goal? Started this half confident of the Swiss. They had perhaps the better run of play in the conclusion of the first half. But now the Austrians are in the lead once more. Defending champions, defending the goal there from another attack from Switzerland. Back to the Swiss goalkeeper. Now back into the Austrian half of the pitch. 2 minutes 43 to go. Again, another successful defence of that attack on the Austrian goal. Play in favour of the Swiss, who will knock the ball back into the court. And an attack on goal, but saved well by the Austrian goalkeeper. So they kick the ball back into play. Well, it has been the goal mining of the Austrians that have prevented the Swiss from taking the lead here so far. Final 1 minute 56, still just a 1-goal advantage for Austria. Well, running rings around in the centre of the arena for the Swiss attacking player, but it's the Austrians who have possession. As the clock ticks down, they'll be looking to maintain it for as long as they can to deny the Swiss a goal-scoring opportunity. But even better, if they can slot the goal into the back of the Swiss net, they will take a 2-goal lead. And that's exactly what Patrick Schnetzer and Markus Broll have done. Well, here's a replay of that one. Perfect positioning. Just working their way through, and a flick of the back wheel there. Put the ball into the net. Brilliant play from the Austrians. That's why they're the world champions, the defending world champions. So 4-2 now for Austria, the pressure back very much on the Swiss duo. Need to try and hit back once again if they can. Benjamin Severin Wowers of Switzerland. The final 49 seconds of this first semi-final. So the ball with the Swiss now. Fired at the Austrian net, saved once again by the Austrian goalkeeper. Well, Markus Broll and Patrick Schnetzer really have played a very intelligent game in the dying moments of the second half, making sure they defend that 2-goal advantage, now 3-goal advantage. Well, 5-2 now for Austria. Well, it's been a slip away from the Swiss pairing. Final 15 seconds. A mountain to climb now for Switzerland. One last opportunity perhaps for a score here. The Austrians have the attack on the Swiss goal. But time is up and it's victory for Austria by 5-2. So once again, Austria will find themselves in the final of the cyclo-ball. Of course, they were the winners last year against Germany. Celebrations in the Austrian camp. Swiss amongst the first to offer their congratulations as well. Pat on the back for the Swiss. They put up a strong defence, coupled with some good attacking moves. But when it mattered, the advantage was taken once again by the Austrian team. 5-2 at the end of that one in favour of the defending champions for Austria. And we look forward to semi-final number 2 as the celebrations in the arena continue for the Austrian and Swiss duo. Semi-final number 2 will be between last year's silver medalist Germany and the team who finished in 4th place overall in the previous round. Took 5th last year in Liège. That's the Czech Republic duo. Yuri Hidlika and Pavel Loskot. They'll be next to come out onto the court. Whoever wins this second semi-final will be taking on Austria in the final. Meanwhile, Switzerland are into the losers final, which will, of course, will decide 3rd place later on this afternoon. Don't forget, we've also got some finals in the artistic cycling upcoming. After this second semi-final in the cyclo-ball, we'll be taking you into the pairs women's finals. Court just being mopped here by our officials to make sure everything is neat and tidy before we bring our second semi-final onto the court. The crowd really enjoyed that first cyclo-ball action, this final session of the 2019 Indoor Cycling World Championships, live from Basel in Switzerland on this Sunday afternoon. A bit of entertainment in the centre of the arena for the crowd, while the players prepare themselves for the second semi-final. Gerhard and Bernhard Muladi of Germany didn't have the necessity to contest the second round of competition. They were the winning team from the preliminary rounds, beating every single one of their opponents at the first round of competition to give them a direct place into the semi-finals. Swiss had a bit more of a trying time to secure their place, had to fight their way through the second round of competition to make it into these semi-finals. Tied on points, in fact, with Belgium. So the court cleaning up continues. There's the crowd eagerly anticipating the next action, which is about to unfold here. Coloured lights, the party atmosphere that always pervades at cycle-ball matches. Sport, of course, is still very much club-based, even though we are in international World Championship competition here. Yeah, very staunch support from club members. They take great pride in wearing the club colours to cheer on their players, representing the home nation. More artistic cycling, of course. In addition to the pairs women's finals this afternoon, we will have the single men's finals later as well. So the whole of the 3 days of competition in this 2019 Indoor Cycling World Championships culminating this afternoon in the remaining finals. If you were with us earlier in the day, you'll have seen our highlights from the competition yesterday in the artistic cycling. So all members of the family can enjoy the indoor cycling, young and old. The applause rings out once again around the arena as our presentation in the centre of the track. We're shortly drawing to its conclusion. There you can see the support, the banners, the posters, cheering on their favourites. Well, here are two of the real favourites for this cycle ball. The only team to progress directly into these semi-finals, winning the preliminary round of the competition, Bernard and Gerhard Mlady, in the colours of Germany. And they'll be joined now by their opponents from the Czech Republic, Jiří Hydlička and Pavel Loskot. Czech riders with the blue, red and white stripes. Germans, of course, in those very familiar white jersey with the yellow, red and black bands. They come together in the centre of the arena to coin toss to see who will be kicking off in this second semi-final. It is the Czech team, I think, who have won that toss. They'll be playing from the right-hand side in this opening half. Just a reminder, if you've just joined us, it's 7 minutes per half in cycle ball. Little break in between the halves for the riders to recover their composure. Little chat with the coach if they need it, and to towel themselves down. It's a very high speed sport and a great deal of effort required. These teams make it look very easy indeed. They are, of course, the best teams in the world. First attack and goal from the Czechs, but it's speared over the top of the German net. And Bernard Mlady with slightly fresher legs, not having had to contest the second round. Now they have their first significant move towards the Czech Republic goal, flicking the ball back and across the front of the Czech net, but not penetrating the back of the goal on this occasion. Ball deflected out. And it is the Czech Republic team who bring it back into play.
Unbesetzt bleibt.
Half of the court. Set themselves up for a potential attack on the German goal. And Mlady at the centre of the arena, just covering the angles here. Czech knocked the ball back. Now they've got a renewed opportunity. And, just losing the footing there at a key moment. These bicycles, of course, are very specially designed in order to be able to play football whilst riding them. And no gears, no brakes, it's a fixed wheel. And that extended saddle position over the back wheel gives the riders the balance they need on the back wheel while being able to deflect the ball around the court using the front wheel predominantly. So a corner shot here from Germans, ridden into by Czech defence. Look back at that. Here's the corner shot from Germany. Played back towards the side of the court. And, well, just not able to stay upright on board the German machine. 1-0 for Germany. Here's the current situation as the Czech Republic get the ball back into play. Germans just getting that goal from the corner move. Timeout here. Looks like a little problem with the machine here of the Czech rider. So whilst this timeout moment is taking place, team just regathering. So the Germans with a 1-goal advantage. Just prowling around their goal area at the moment while the Czechs sort out the little problem they had. I think they're ready to resume the action. Germany, of course, will have started this one very much as the favourites of the silver medalists from last year and the comprehensive winners of the preliminary round of competition earlier in these World Championships. And that 1-goal advantage at the moment. Good attack on goal there from Germany, not quite able to make the mark that time. Ball is retrieved from the depths of the crowd and back into play. Across the front of the German net, but the angle was too wide. So it's the Germans who resume the play, flicked across the court, and then played back again. Now can they get another attack on the Czech goal? The goalkeeper got himself in the right position there to knock that one away. Just shouldering the ball away from the danger area. 3 minutes 40 remain in this opening half. And there is the second hit for Germany. 2 goals now to 0 for Bernard and Gerhard Mlady. Look at the replay of that one. Look at the power behind that shot. Perfectly directed into the corner of the Czech goal. And it's 2-goal advantage now for Germany. The Czech team need to try and get themselves a goal here. Never good to get to the end of the opening half without having opened your account. But the staunch defence, coupled with the penetrating attacks of the German team, have given them the advantage so far. Ball just knocked out of play. Back on the spot as the little flick from the front wheel gets it back into play here for Germany. Another goal, I think, for the Germans might set the seal on this one. Oh, that came ever so close. He's just moving across the line. It was well saved initially by the Czech goalkeeper, but he almost deflected into the back of his own net, but managed to avoid that fate. So the score remains 2-0 for Germany against the Czech Republic. 2 minutes 15 to go. The Czech Republic team have possession of the ball now. Playing it across the court, but the Germans get the front wheel in the way. Knock the ball back towards the Czech goal. Back on the spot it goes, and the Czech play across the front of their own goal. Trying to keep it out of the reaches of the German rider here is well placed to try and take the ball away from the Czech in their own half, but managed to free themselves from the close proximity to their own net, and the Czech Republic team go on the attack. They're into the German half of the court, although is knocked out of play. It's ours, say the Germans. See if our commissaire agrees. No, it's a corner for the Czech Republic. So dangerous moments here for Germany as the ball played across the front of the goal, but great defence. Knocks it back into the centre of the court. So the Czech Republic team with the lion's share of possession in the last few moments, but can they convert it into a goal in the remaining minute of this opening half? So in the Czech half of the court, trying desperately to work the way around the defence of the German duo here. Just bouncing the ball around the very edge of the court. Make sure it doesn't disappear over the edge of the court and be an out ball. Still in play, still in possession of the Czech Republic team. On the attack they go. Can this be the moment when they get their name on the score sheet? Well, they're regrouping. Played across the centre of the court, flick at the goal, but it's again great defence from the German goalkeeper. Just bouncing the bike around on those wheels and moving sideways whilst doing so. That is bike control for you, but still the Czech Republic with an opportunity on goal, just deflecting the ball backwards. 7 seconds remain, tense moments at the close of the action in this first half. Final shot of the half. And unless the Czech Republic team can do anything about this, the Germans are going to go into the break with a 2-goal advantage. Shot on goal from Germany, all into the back of the net it goes. So 3-0. Well, that was the killer blow for Germany right at the close of that half. It was the final shot for Germany. It went into exactly the place it needs to go, the back of the Czech Republic net. Let's look at that one again. Shot on goal and eluding the clutches of the Czech goalkeeper. Look at that from another angle. Whichever way you look at it, it's a goal for Germany. And they have a 3-0 advantage at the end of the first half. Well, the Czech Republic duo certainly had a good deal of possession during the course of that first half, but unable to convert it into a goal. They really will have to try and hit back at the very start of the second half. Here's another look at that goal from the corner from Germany. Some of the highlights of this opening half, all the goals, of course, coming from Germany. And where it's not your TV picture that's failing, the lights in the arena going into a spectacular light showing the goals scored. Final shot for Germany, absolutely on target to the right-hand top corner of the Czech Republic net. You can see the disappointment on the face of the Czech Republic duo. Desperately wanted to try and save that one. They only have a 2-goal deficit to try and close in the second half. So confident in the German camp here. Won every one of their matches in the preliminary rounds to get them directly into these semi-finals, and they're continuing this progression. If they come out winners of this one, it'll be a repeat of last year's final when they'll take on Austria once again. The Austrians, they came out on top 12 months ago in Liège. It's almost ready to get underway into the second half. It's very important for Czech Republic to try and get a goal as early as they can here. Try and put a little bit of the pressure back on the shoulders of the German duo. If they score again, well, it will be a very big ask for Czech Republic to come back from a 4-goal deficit. Germans have possession, knocked away from the front wheel though by the defence from the Czech Republic. Germans flick it back into play in their own half currently. Now they begin to penetrate the Czech Republic half. They've changed ends, of course, for the second half. Germans on the attack. Once again, that subliminal bike handling of the German duo, just keeping the ball out of the reaches of the Czech Republic attacker. Just Bouncing off the side of the court, but not going out. So remains in play. And remains in the possession of the Germans. Can they make another telling attack on the Czech Republic goal? Well, it's not for want of trying. There is the flick of the ball at the net, and it's a goal once again for Germany. Well, that really has put the pressure on the shoulders of the Czech Republic team now. They needed a goal first in the second half, but here come the Germans once more. Look at that across the front of the Czech Republic net. Maybe taking a deflection off the goalkeeper as well to get into the back of the net. They need to try and hit back now if they can. They're on the attack here in the German half of the pitch. Keeping possession of the ball. An attack on goal for Czech Republic. But again, just shy of the mark, hitting the side netting. That's been the story of this match so far. The scant chances the Czech Republic have had to attack the German goal, being just slightly wide of the mark required. But take nothing away from the way the German duo have played this game so far. And once again, they're in the Czech half of the pitch, looking to now add another goal to make it 5-0 in the second semi-final. Bernard and Gerhard Mlady really have got this game by the scruff of the neck at the moment, as they again bring the ball back towards the Czech Republic net. Not able to remain on board the machine. So the ball will be replaced here. The Czech Republic goalkeeper steals himself because it's for Germany. Oh, and that was well saved. So another rider comes to grief now. Immediate handshake and assistance to get back on his feet as they came together in the centre of the court. Well, this perhaps beginning now of the signs of frustration for the Czech Republic. The Germans have a 4-0 advantage. Three minutes 45 still to go, so they've still got time. And now, for the first time, the Czech Republic have got the goal, so that's what they needed. A little bit of relief for them. 4-1 still in favour of Germany. Look at this one again. Ball played across the front of the German net, just finding the right angle this time into the top right-hand corner. German goalkeeper couldn't get back in time. Little chat between the German duo. For the first time, their defence has been penetrated by the Czech Republic, but they've still got a 3-goal deficit to try and make up here. Immediately attack and goal from Germany, but deflected off the post. 3 minutes remain on the clock, barring any stoppage time. Tactical battle deep into the Czech half of the court. Now they begin to move the ball forwards. Again, they got the opportunity to make progress towards the German goal, but again, the play briefly comes to a halt. Ball replaced on the spot. Commissar. So the Czech Republic have the attack on the German goal. The hand just reached out as the German goalkeeper is well inside his 2-metre goal area. Now he bounces outside it to try and cover the angles. Czech Republic still with the ball. 2 minutes 13, 3 goals to try and draw this one level required for the Czech Republic. It's a big ask, but that time the ball just speared across the front of the German goal. Still 4-1 inside the final 2 minutes of the second half. Germany once again go on the attack. Trying to keep possession for the ball as long as they can to deny the Czech Republic, the team, the opportunity of a goal-scoring opportunity, and it's the Germans who take another goal. 5-1 for Germany. Well, this is beginning to look as though we're setting ourselves up for a repeat of last year's final between Austria and Germany. There's the attacking shot from Germany from the middle of the court, picking off the top left-hand corner of the Czech Republic net. Can they hit back? Well, again, a great save from the German goalkeeper. Denies the Czech Republic the opportunity to add a second goal to their tally. 1 minute 12 seconds. Ball still in the German half of the court. Now it's played back towards their own net, but they still have the possession. Czech Republic working hard here to try and stop this charge from the Germans. Again, the defence of Germany is absolutely resolute in preventing that attack on goal. Bernhard and Gerhard Mlady played very well indeed here, setting us up for a real anticipation of the final, as that attacking move from Germany again knocks the ball towards the Czech net. Retrieved and replaced on the spot. 20 seconds to go. Closing stages here. Well, Czech Republic, it would be a miracle of incredible proportions if they could hit back in the closing stages here. So they're looking as though they're heading towards a place in the final for the bronze medal with Switzerland. Countdown to the conclusion of the game. The Germans already celebrating 5 goals to 1 for Bernhard and Gerhard Mlady of Germany. They will go into the final, where they will meet their nemesis from last year, Austria, Patrick Schnitzer and Markus Braun. Again, sporting congratulations between the players on both teams. Mark the conclusion of that second semi-final. The nets will be carried away, and the arena will be rejigged in anticipation of the action for the first of our artistic cycling finals this afternoon. It'll be the pairs women final. So look back at some of the key moments from that second semi-final between Germany and Czech Republic. Ball once again, for the only time in the game, going into the back of the German net. And here's another moment when it was there for the taking for the Germans, as they again picked off that goal. And that attacking shot from the centre of the court, once again, past that 5-goal tally for Germany. So that set us up for our finals in the cycle-ball, and it'll be Switzerland versus Czech Republic in the battle for the 3rd place overall in the cycle-ball, and of course the final. As we anticipated, the best 2 teams in the tournament again this year will meet in the final, Austria versus Germany, to take the title of world champions once again in the cycle-ball, the